Hello everybody, and welcome to the first Bad End live on Monday night. That's what I'm talking about. We are doing Bad End live on Monday night. If you're not here, what are you even doing? Get in here, get in Bad End Monday night, 5 p.m. Pacific time, United States. If you live somewhere else, oh well, please get lucky and be able to show up. We are doing it live on Monday night, and we have a Bad End to celebrate. We went 2-0 this week. Let's go. Oh my goodness. It was really the marble. I lost my other marble, but pay no attention. The marble blessed our pulls. The marble really blessed our pulls, and oh my goodness. You saw our deck. Just wait until, if you weren't around last week when we opened the polls on stream for our regular Wednesday night opening of the polls stream, I'm going to show you what we got in our pack opening. Let's go ahead and look at the polls. Here are our pulls, our marble blessed pulls. Marble blessed these pulls. Interesting things we got. Not necessarily good, but pretty funny. We got 2 copies of Apo Cleefort Towers. Watch out. Towers in playoffs? Towers in playoffs? Don't think so. Not anytime soon. Cleefort Disc. All of the Cleeforts are super expensive, high rarity. Cleefort is not going to be anywhere near playoffs, but I think that the individual Cleeforts may show up to be 1,800 4-stars that are unaffected by 4-star monster effects, or 8-star, right? I can count, right? Oh, it literally says it right there. 7-star monsters, big bosses that are 2,800 attack and unaffected by monster effects 7 down. Rank and level 7 down. That is pretty freaking good. We got 2 UA goalie. Oh my goodness. Absolute wall of the deck. My god, UA goalie, insane in being able to draw out the game and play in a very Gavin way, because he just stands there and can't be destroyed by anything. It's insane. We have as many copies of Ruffian Railcar as we want. My chat has been blowing me up to make some sort of burn strategy with this. I could be convinced on it. It did certainly didn't come up this week. Misjudge. Everyone thought that this was going to be good, but it turns out it is penis bad. Oh my goodness. It is so hard to get this to flip heads, and it is so easy to manipulate because you can just activate an effect, activate an effect that you don't care whether it resolves or not, proc Misjudge, it misses anyway, and then you're free to go ahead and do your real effect. Even if you have 2 Misjudges on the field, they will both proc on your first card, and then you can just activate another card. It's so bad. It's so bad. This card is not cool. I don't know what you're talking about, but this card, Misjudge, not cool at all. We have 2 Fluffle Dog, maybe. Fluffle Leo, this card is Steamroid. We have 3 Shadow Hound. Brent proved this week that this is going to be relevant in the long grindy games by recycling Squamata, and that may come up and be really important. MBT's Discord thought that Misjudge was gonna be the Gavin card. Sorely mistaken. Never trust anyone in the MBT Discord. The marble pull of the set. 3 UA midfielder. We could not make the deck work without this card. This is the heart and soul of UA, being able to search you, that UA sports baller man, every single turn. Oh my god. We asked the marble to bless our pulls, and the marble said, here, have 3 UA midfielder. Win the whole week. Wahoo. Insane. Absolutely insane. Scrounging Goblin is really funny, but there's nothing to search off of it. 2, I was about to say Curry. 2 super heavy Kabuto. Lindbloom can be really interesting, but because it makes all of the your monsters, the attack of each monster becomes equal to their defense, so it might be really interesting in a super heavy strategy. Bless the marble. That's what I'm talking about. Super heavy Samurai Soulbang Cannon. This card is really interesting, and it's a chainable... Somehow it is a chainable Dark Hole, but it's really situational, and we haven't quite figured it out yet. But it could come up in the future. Chainable Dark Hole, and you burn them for 1,000. 2 Despot 2. I have plans for Despot. There is a definite Despot package that you can play in conjunction with another card, but I don't know if it will come up anytime soon. But I'm happy to see two copies of Despot 2. Valeraphon, rip in peace, Valeraphon, rip Kalimtosa and Tauntaun and Pompoko. Valeraphon belongs with its other departed Zexal little forest creature buddies, but unfortunately Valeraphon was slotted in Arc V. Don't think Valeraphon will ever see the play, not without access to Kalimtosa. Soulbreaker Armor. This is another really cool Super Heavy Samurai card that can burn your opponent for 2k if you flip Blue Brawler's defense with Whipsnake or Turntoad and then use Soulbreaker effect. You can burn your opponent for 2k. 3 Block Spider. This is Dupe Frog. Can make Dupe Block. Toy Vendors. 1 Wonder Balloons. We were really concerned. We really wanted a bunch of Wonder Balloons because this card it screams Gavin degeneracy, especially with the lack of spell and trap format that we have access to. It's just like Shuttle Dragon. Wonder Balloons can sit here, and some XYZ monsters. Wonder Balloons can sit on the field forever and make your opponent's attack nothing. So yeah, Wonder Balloons. The marble did not bless our pulls. Blessed our UA pulls, but not our Wonder Balloons. And this card was common, I think. Insane. Stupid. UA Power Jersey. This was another UA card that we needed to help us push for game. Could use to help us push for game. Mimiclay. This card is really cool and I think can facilitate a lot of Despot plays. If you play the Despot that searches, you can add another Despot. You can add I think 2 searches, you add 3, and then you can Mimiclay and summon the other Despot. This is what I'm thinking about as far as Despots. 2 Oasis of Dragon Souls. Yes, that is. I love to see it. Love to see 2. Not 3, but it's still really, as a rare, yeah, really happy to see 2 Oasis. Oh, 1 Punch in the Box. We got 1 copy of Punch in the Box. The marble did not bless our Punch in the Box pulls. That is for certain. This card was common, and it's one of the best trap card removal spells that we've had access to since Sakuretsu Armor. This card is insane, and we only got 1. If I lose a week, I'm banning Punch in the Box. Unless we're caught in a format that's really, really slow, and Punch in the Box is facilitating that slowness, it might work to my advantage, and so I might not ban it, but I don't know. If the game gets real anytime soon, I'm banning Punch in the Box. And here is the deck. The first bad end maker of Arc V. Oh my goodness. This deck is so solid. This deck is so clean. Oh my god. We have 3 Turntoad, 1 Whipsnake, 2 Shadow Dragon. None of this is new. 1 Falco, 3 Squamata, 3 Blue Brawler, 3 Samurai Swordsman. And then that was all the good stuff to play with the UA package, because this is a UA deck. We have 2 UA goalkeeper. We have 3 UA midfielder. We have 2 UA perfect ace. And we threw in a Flash Knight because we wanted to have access to Pendulum Summoning because it's broken. 3 UA Power Jersey. 3 UA Stadium. The 1 Wonder Balloons we own. And then, hilariously, the UAs are Warriors, and it didn't matter that none of our other cards in the deck were Warriors. We played a perfect ratio. 2 Battle Guard Howling, 1 Battle Guard Rage, and then 2 Oasis Dragon Soul, 1 Punch in the Box. The reason we didn't play more of these warrior needing Battle Guard cards was because the Phantom Knights of Shadow Vale was a generic 300 attack and defense boost. It actually came in really niche in one of the games that we played. Very happy, solid card. It's fine. It's on the bad half of solid, but it was fine. And the goal of the deck, the goal of the deck, so the goal of the deck was it's very, as you saw in the games, it's very moldable, fluid to whatever the format is throwing at it. It can be a really comprehensive control deck because UA Stadium goes infinite. It can be an aggro deck powering out with Power Jersey. We can stall. We can sit here for a million years under Blue Brawlers and Perfect Aces and Goldies and Samurai and Squamata slowly our way to victory. This deck could do anything. And because we pulled almost perfect UAs, we were going to, even without Slugger, this was going to win the week, hands down. We knew it from the start. Things that we considered playing in the side. Shout out to 1D8 Gay of Frost. Really wants us to play Battery Man 9 Volt. Wants us to play Battery Man 9 Volt so bad. And I just can't get over how it sacks itself at the end phase. It's a fine card, but tempo is so important right now. I considered playing Lindblom because it makes all of your blockers equally able to punch people in the face, but it requires Lindblom to stick around. We considered Misjudge, but nope. Considered Cleafort Disc, but didn't make the cut. Big Ben Kai, but it got cut. Pop-Up, we didn't know if other people would be on other field spells, so maybe to search Stadium. Considered the Battle Guards Howling, the Rage. I think we're done with Face Off at this point. I think there's better stuff to play. And super sneaky in testing, Yang Zing Unleashed was really interesting. It has Yang Zing text on it, but ignore all of that. It has this line that says, all monsters your opponents control must attack if able. It gives them that Kyrie Curry effect. And that's really interesting when you're playing big defenders, because if your opponent gets caught in a situation where they have a bunch of attack position monsters, suddenly they have to attack into your big defenders, and they could take a lot of damage from that. It also combos really well with Samurai Swordsman. If the opponent has a bunch of monsters with less than or equal to 1800 attack, they all have to attack into Swordsman, and then they all get 0 attack. So, really interesting combo. Didn't make the cut this week, but it is certainly a Gavin card. May come up in the future. For the extra deck, we were a normie and we put in all of the cards that we own in the extra deck. So Burner Visor, hilariously, might come up at some point. In these games where people sit around under big walls, the ability to push through with a direct attack is going to come in handy. Pilgrim Reaper, hilariously, Pilgrim Reaper is a generic rank 6 that mills for 5, and Goalkeeper is also a level 6, and Goalkeeper sticks around forever until you want him to, for some reason, become something like a card that mills your opponent. It didn't happen, but I'm just saying, it could happen. It could happen. And we have a Satellar Knight Shriver that we can't play. Here we go, getting into game 1. We win the die roll. Game 1 against Danny. We opt to go second because we want to draw that card. And I'll let Danny make the play, and then once we see my draw, we will get into the Gavin Knox opening hand analysis. Danny opens Satellar Knight Deneb. Oh, and if anyone who was watching the stream last time, I remember the 3 stars, and I actually don't remember the name of the third one, but they're summer stars. I look up straight in the sky, and there's a big triangle. It's Vega, Deneb, and something else. I'll have to get back to you in the spring and tell you what those stars were. Pee Pee Poo Poo. Oh, Danny's opening hand was Pee Pee Poo Poo? The hand is... Oh, my hand? Oh, my hand is penis. Here we go. Sorry, getting back to the... Okay. The Gavin Knox opening hands analysis. Danny opens Satellar Knight Deneb, Hippo Carnival, Blue Brawler, Turn Toad, Alpha, and Altair. Danny's hand is pretty good. Any hand where you open Deneb is not bad whatsoever. Our hand is penis bad. Shadow Falco, Goalkeeper, Power Jersey, Battle Guard Rage, Battle Guard Howling, and Shadow Veil. Oh my god, our hand is so bad. Yeah, I drew this hand and I was like, I lose. I have lost the game because I bricked. Oh my god. I'm going to try my best and set Falco, set Shadow Veil, pass it over to Danny. He draws Battle Guard Howling, decides to go straight into the battle phase. In a moment of sheer panic, I'm like, I really have to normal summon this Goalkeeper. That really is the one play that I have. So I'm going to flip up that Shadow Veil to boost my defense for 200 over Danny. Danny's going to set Battle Guard Rage, pass it over me. I draw a Wonder Balloons. That's not bad for the garbage that I have in my hand. I tribute out Goalkeeper. Danny draws another Altair, puts Alpha on his Deneb, takes a bunch of damage from running into Goalkeeper, summons Altair, passes back to me. I set Battle Guard Howling, pass back to Danny. Danny summons Vega. Turn Toad attempts to flip. Oh, fuck. Gonna get over my goalie, and things are not looking good for me. I Battle Guard Rage, Howling the Vega back, and then I take a bunch of damage that I'm going to gain back later, as we saw through some dubious methods. I draw a Squamata. Okay, that'll stem the bleeding, but geez, it's not looking good for me. Attack in with Deneb. I target Altair with Squamata. Danny draws his own Squamata, looking pretty okay for Danny. I pop that Altair. I'm going to take 1200 damage to the face. And then, oh my god, the marble blesses our draws. We top deck UA midfielder. We slam UA stadium. Summon UA midfielder. Adding perfect ace. Use midfielder effect. Midfielder effect. Danny goes ahead and Hippo Carnival before Ace gets on the field. We do that so that Jules can edit nicely. But I know that I have to keep playing around Turn Toad. And so the way that I do that is, oh my god, what? For some reason, UA Stadium gives you 500 attack every time you summon a UA monster? I'm going to slap that UA Perfect Ace in attack position and get 2,000 attack. See what you can do against that. You actually have a Deneb that has an equal amount of attack. How did we do this? Oh, because of, right, okay. Yeah, I remember now. So Danny draws, what does Danny draw? Danny draws a Sirius. Danny attacks in with Deneb to crash in. I activate Rage, not in damage step, but in attack deck. Danny flips his own Rage. I negate with Ace. Ace wins. Deneb goes back to hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got the Deneb with the Alpha off the field. Okay, we do some more editing kindness for Jules. Danny summons Deneb, adds a Beetlejuice to hand. We're going to try to UA Power Jersey. Danny summons a bunch of tokens. We decide, I'm going to go ahead and let Danny keep the tokens. They're gumming up the field. They're locking him out of the extra deck. Can't summon anything else. I am perfectly fine with leaving him with those tokens. I'm going to go ahead and summon UA midfielder, add goalie, special summon the goalkeeper. I have to do it this way because of the way that UA Stadium works. I decide to leave midfielder on the field. It's fine. Danny sets a card and passes. Draws, what does he draw? I don't know. I can't keep up. Things are happening too quickly. We draw a Samurai Swordsman. We flip around some UA individuals. We end on Ace and midfielder. We decide it's time to get in. We get in blah, 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 blah. We get in Ace over Altair. Midfielder gets in. Oh my god, Joe is going to send our Ace to the graveyard. Midfielder stay to the hand. That may have been a misplay from Joe. Midfielder may have been the one that he wanted dead, because midfielder is the one that I continue summoning and getting more individuals. So might have been a minor misplay from Danny. I'm going to go ahead and get my other midfielder out, and I can keep ending on 2 individuals. I'm going to flip a Roni, and listen, I'm just going to let this roll because it's not super interesting. I know this might be a Squamata, so I need to leave this ace live. That was another interesting decision from Danny. He played Wonder Balloons. Oh, you know why? I think, oh my god, it's because I could have protected it with Goalkeeper. Oh my god, it's so busted. I'm like, I negated Wonder Balloons. Why didn't he pop this? Why didn't he pop the Squamata effect? Because Goalkeeper is busted. Oh my god, I'm just going to let this roll. So we're going to boost a bunch of our dudes. We're going to go in. Me in my stupid, idiot, dumb self. I thought that I could use Goalkeeper's effect to prevent my ace on my turn. I can't do that, so Squamata's going to allow Danny to get over my ace. Whatever. And now there's a blue brawler. We have to sit around for a while. Danny's going to summon Altair, get Deneb, add a dude, summon XYZ Rebellion Dragon, turn Toad one of my dudes, and just sit around and do nothing. Holy crap, this is moving too fast for me to keep up. Oh my god, I don't even know what's happening. I'm gonna summon Turn Toad, flip that XYZ Dragon, get over it with a midfielder that's really big. 2700 attack midfielder, my god. Squamata that blue brawler away, and I am going to take that one home. Oh my god, these are messy. Here we are with the second game against Brent. I win the die roll again, and I'm going to make myself go second because I want to draw that card. Now, for the Gavin Knox opening hand analysis, Brent's opening hand is Unmasked Dragon, Punch in the Box, Graph, Scarm, and Squamata. Dang, Brent's hand is pretty good. Holy crud. My hand is Samurai Swordsman, Midfielder, Squamata, Blue Brawler, Battleguard Howling, and Punch in the Box. My hand, not bad itself. Brent's BA pulls are actually crazy, and they're going to be relevant forever, and I don't think they will ever merit bans. They're always going to be good. We're going to go ahead and set Samurai Swordsman and the rest of our cards. We're going to keep that Battleguard Howling until we actually have a warrior to do something with. Brent's going to set Squamata. I'm going to summon Whipsnake, and I'm going to say, okay, if this wasn't Squamata, then maybe this is. So I want to get in with Whipsnake and start to try to peel away those cards. Squamata goes, dies, trades with Whipsnake. Brent draws another BA monster. We're going to flip our own Squamata, and we're going to, get Unmasked Dragon. That's rough. That is very rough. We're going to flip all our dudes up, and we're going to say, let's try to get in for a bunch of damage. Brent's going to Punch in the Box. We make sure to get in last with the biggest attack monster so that it makes Punch in the Box awkward. Brent's going to send that midfielder to the graveyard. Understandable. Brent's going to send 3 cards to Wonder Balloons and get a bunch of BAs off of it. That's super annoying. Holy crud. Brent's going to get Seer off of Graph, and then something else off of Scarm at the end of the turn. Brent's going to go and punch our Samurai, and then go to 0 attack on that Seer. Get Graph off of Scarm at the end of the turn. Did we remember to actually apply the super heavy effect to the BA monster? I top deck a Stadium, what the heck, and summon midfielder, and now Stadium can start to outrace Wonder Balloons. Wahoo, isn't that incredible? We did not remember. Oh my god, cheat! Chet! Cheat! Seer should be at 0 attack. This game would be different a little bit. It would be a little different. Dang, Chet. Brent's going to decide to set nothing. We summon midfielder, get another perfect ace. Brent's going to set pass, do nothing. We're going to summon midfielder. And we're going to keep summoning midfielder. Brent's just setting past, and we're going to summon midfielder and get more dudes and summon more things. Brent's going to set and pass and summon a BA, and now I'm going to skip this part where we just freaking... Okay, no, we actually make a play here, and we try to get in, and we understand that we're going to get punched in the box. We have another ace. We just have to eat it. That's a lot of face-off. Jeez, Brent was in on face-off this week. Not very good. We've fought through 2 punch in the box at this point, and we still have an ace to our name, so that's not bad. And now we're just going to summon a bunch of we summon a bunch of UAs to get over these individuals. We burn through the BAs. God, oh my goodness. UAs was really facilitating me being able to do anything this game. I just so wouldn't be able to if not for Stadium. We're going to, again, burn through these BAs. Brent's going to keep adding BAs to his hand. Going to finally set that blue brawler that we really aren't going to be able to do anything against. Even a powered Jersey dude can't do anything to get over it. We discard for hand size. Wow, we're discarding for hand size now. Oh my god, we run into Squamata. We're an idiot. We're out of aces. We're going to set and pass. We're going to flip Falco because we need to get this blue brawler off the field. Holy crud. We added Squamata to our field, but now there's a second blue brawler. How the heck am I going to deal with that? At this point, we start to look at our deck and say, Brent's at 17, I'm at 18. I will eventually win if this just goes to deck out. And so that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm going to try to deal with this Squamata. Brent's going to get his own Squamata with his Falco, and that's annoying. But is he even going to be able to do anything at all because of the goalkeepers? And now here we go. We set and pass. I draw and discard. I summon a UA to boost myself with Stadium. Here we go. Brent makes a play. Holy crud. Falco bounces goalkeeper back to my hand. Stack up for 2. Not using blue brawler to Castell. My something. Oh, I use midfielder's effect to blank the Castell, bouncing the other UA on the field for another one. So we blank the Castell effect, allowing Danny to Squamata my midfielder. Then Brent is going to summon Dark Breaker to break one of our back row. Brent breaks one of our back row. This is where we punch in the box. We're going to take Castell off the field. Wow, Brent is starting to get through our line. But we still have three UAs to work with, so I can summon midfielders, summon goalkeeper, same as always. We go ahead and switch our Falco and then attempt to get over Breaker. That's gonna work. We play our own Wonder Balloons at this point. Summon more UAs. Set, pass. Hound's gonna get Squamata back to hand again. Not gonna be able to get over Falco. And at this point, Joe declares that we have 20 minutes left before we are done with the video forever. And we still have another match to play. And Brent sees the writing on the wall with 10 cards left in deck to my 11 and decides that that's all he wants to see. Okie dokie, here is Joe's deck. Yeah, that's a Del Toros. Yep. This is Joe's deck, and it's Satellar Knights and Shadal, and with the Performa Pals that flip because they're good. No, I like Nefariousness because it can... All of the Shadals are spellcasters, so hilariously Nefariousness. Because this is such a tempo-heavy format, Nefariousness pumps itself out as long as you have a Shadal on the field. That's pretty good. Still playing those Towers Makers for the Satellar Knights. Battle Guard Howling, 1 Dragon Souls. Everybody pulled 3 punch in the box. Man, I'm going to punch them and 3 Wonder Balloons. God, this card. And that's what I mean, too. Wonder Balloons could definitely get the ban, but is it? I don't know. Wonder Balloons or Blue Brawler? Right. Cards that are going to be auto-include for weeks unless good removal comes out. And then nothing super interesting in the extra deck except the Burner Visors, the Pilgrim, Del Toros, and wow, I believe that's an XYZ Dark Rebellion. Wow, people pulling Dark Rebellion. Here is Leah's deck. Leah, what are you doing playing 44 cards? I guess Leah saw the writing on the wall and thought it was going to go to deck out too? Okay. Listen. I know all of the Leah stands out there are like, Leah is secretly, not secretly, the best player and the best deck builder in all of Progression playoffs. And then she does things like this. I don't even know what this card is. She's still playing Dark Gaia. What is she doing? What is she doing playing Dark Gaia? Performa Pal, I can understand. Okay, wow, you pulled 3 Altair. Wow, go ahead, go you. Satellar Knights, Hedgehog to search that. Yup, Leah has Shadal Fusion. watch out for Leah's Shaddoll Fusion, everyone. I don't think it's actually going to come up very much because what does she have to go into? Shekanaga? And I'm never going to summon a monster from the extra deck. Not because I'm trying to meta anything or play anything goofy. I have nothing to go into from the extra deck. Zero. Nada. I guess if I summon a Pendulum monster, which might be coming up shortly, then you could Shaddoll Fusion me, but... bleh. 3 Hound to get those Squamatas, and then Blue Brawlers, and the super heavy card that summons the Blue Brawler from the graveyard, and then Satellar Knight Towers Maker, 3 Battle Guard Howling, 3 Battle Guard Rage, come on, you can cut some of these, Face Off, 2 Waterfall of Dragon Souls, respectable, and 3 Punch in the Box. Once again, everyone's gonna have 3 Punch in the Box, and I have 1. Shekanaga, that's an interesting pull from Leah, and Sky Cavalry. Leah deck, I feel like could have been better this week. And here is Danny's deck. Danny is on, what is Danny on? 1 Turn Toad, wow, only pulled 1 Turn Toad, 2 Altair, Deneb, Beetlejuice, some other Satellar Knights that I don't know the name of exactly, 1 Dragon, 1 Hedgehog to search that, Shaddoll Fusion, 3 Squamata, 2 Blue Brawler, 1 Perfect Ace. Still playing Hippo Carnival, Danny is, because Danny's on a bunch of Satellar Knights, he's on 3 of those, Towers Maker, understandable, 3 Wonder Balloons, because the card is dumb. Card is so stupid. 1 Battle Guard Howling, 3 Rage, 2 Punch in the Box. That's not 3, but it's still more than I have, so I'm upset about it. Construct. Danny has a Construct. Hold the phone. Watch out, everybody. Because this is a freaking Construct. So actually, Danny could just be able to blow the game open at any point, and Danny could very well just like take off and be cracked and insane at any point as soon as he sees Shaddoll Fusion, and then maybe it's so broken that it just gets banned, so who knows. And then I guess Danny could go to play Polymerization, but I would be on if I was Danny, I would be on Polymerization. I would be like, get me Construct, get me freaking Construct, man. If you know the names of any Tellar Knights other than Deneb, Altair, Vega, Anunculi, you're a cop. That's true. Oh my god, Danny, you could have beaten Leah with this deck. That's what I'm saying. Yes. This deck is insane, and Leah's deck was penis. It does not deal with Brawler. Construct only works on special summon monsters. No. Okay. I didn't know. Special summon monsters, no. What else does Danny have? Danny has the Fire Shaddoll monster that I don't know. This is a Yang Zing synchro. Danny has Dark Rebellion. The only part of my polls that were better than everyone were my UA polls. Every other part of everyone's polls are so much better than mine. Everyone's gonna be like, Gavin's such a problem. Gavin is making our lives miserable. But what do I have else to do? I can't do these cool things that everyone else is doing because I don't have the cards. I pulled a cool deck. I pulled a good deck. It was called UA, and they banned 2 cards from it. We're gonna get to that, but my god, everyone's pulls are so much better than mine. And finally, we have Brent's deck. Oh my god. Brent's deck is so based. The only thing missing from this deck is a copy of Richard Dante. Oh my god. 2 Alec, 1 Seer, 3 Graph, 3 Skarm, and there are more. There are more BAs coming out, baby. There are more coming out. I am so sorry that I had to beat this deck. Oh my god. 2 Dragon, 1 Falco, 2 Hound, 3 Squamata, 3 Brawler, 3 Samurai, 2 Unmasked Dragon, and the big worm that Dragon can go into. Oh my god, this deck is clean. This deck is sick. Brent's got the the Dark Breaker to out bullshit 3 Wonder Balloons if he wants to be in his own bullshit, and showed that he can by pitching those BAs to face off. Were bricks for him this week. Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss. This card is crazy and would have killed me instantly if Brent had it. If Brent had seen the Fire Lake, and I knew that I had to chew the freak through those BAs because Fire Lake was going to end my life. Only 1 Dragon Souls, but better than no Dragon Souls. And then 3 Punch in the Box. Everyone's got 3 Punch in the Box, and Castell. Wow, Brent's deck was good. And it's never not going to be good. I'm scared that if Brent gets a good Infernoid pull, BA, and has at least 6 toy vendors, BA Dolph Fluffle Noid pile can happen. You have to go tell him that, though, because I don't think that is something that he is going to find on his own. 2 Fire Lake actually removal. Fire Lake is so good. And now for the matchup breakdown for the new challengers. Joe versus Brent. Joe took that one home. Gavin versus Danny. I won that one. Joe versus Leah. Won Joe versus Leah. I won Brent versus myself. And then Danny scooped turn 1 against Leah in the last game. Records for the week. That comes out to Leah 2-0. Get myself 2-0. Joe 1-1. Danny 0-2 and Brent 0-2. The bans for the week, you know them, you saw them. We banned more UA cards because this archetype is broken and it's in my deck, and my deck has this effect on people where I play it and then everyone bans it. Same story, same old song and dance. Goodbye, sports team. Hilariously, I think that Ace and Goalkeeper are still enough, but you'll have to find out next time. The standings: Leah in first with 4 points, followed closely by myself with 3, Joe with 2, Danny with 1, and Brent unfortunately with 0. But I see good things in Brent's future. He's got to get some wins with those BAs. Gavin is oppressed, people. That is what I'm talking about. I am oppressed. Funny enough, in a couple sets, UA could come back. I don't know if... I think that they're going to be splashable as negates and annoying stick-around sticky monsters, but with midfielder and stadium gone, it is certainly going to be challenging. I joke, but it's really good. It's a good thing that my friends are weeding, that our friends are weeding out the UAs now, because they could definitely, they will get out of hand. They would have gotten way out of hand in the future. So actually, props to my friends for taking UAs, starting to take UAs off the table, because they were going to get really, they were already oppressive, but they were going to get beyond the power of what anything could do in our limited format. They are just limited gods, the UA monsters. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. That is going to be it for this episode. Oh my god. Thank you, everyone, for coming by and celebrating the first bad end of Arc V with me. If you're not here, what are you doing? Get here. It's Monday night. We're doing Bad End Live every 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 8 o'clock Eastern. Whatever, anywhere else, doesn't matter. Be here. If you're not here, what are you doing? Playoffs Live, Mondays, 5 p.m. until I go across the country and direct a play, but let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that right now. I appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out for this, celebrating the bad end with me. I'm saying a bunch of the same words over and over again, so I am just going to sign off for YouTube. See you later, YouTube. Marble, continue to bless our polls, our games. In Marble we trust. See you later, everybody.